striker for the situation, but the guy that's recording, Timo, just lost Benzema, so he loves playing with him. I'm sure you guys can make it work with a different striker, or maybe even Karim Benzema as well. But anyway, in the background here, what is most important here is that in What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to the Team Gullit YouTube channel. My name is Renzo, and today we've got a brand new formation guide for you guys. The 4-5-1, not a formation that most of you have used, but I have a little request. You guys have been killing it lately by supporting us, and there has been 88% of you that hasn't been subscribed to the channel. If you want to keep updated with this content, please subscribe, put the notifications on, and you won't miss anything. Like I said, 4-5-1 formation guide. It is really effective if you manage to master this formation correctly. And how you're going to do that, I'm going to show you. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so starting off, the first thing to the 4-5-1, the tactics and the instructions. We're going to keep the defensive style unbalanced. The depth is a little bit lower than usual in other tactics because these five midfielders are pushed up pretty high, especially the center mids. They're all pushed up pretty high, and we're using them in a way that they go forward a lot as well. So we want them to drop back a little bit more than usual in other formations. The build-up play, long ball, chance creation, direct passing. 70 width. The formation itself is already pretty wide, but we're putting it a little bit even wider because of the long ball instruction. You guys see that in the gameplay, how that works out. But what you want to look for in this formation is to have right and left mids that are actually able, obviously, to have good pace. Di Maria is not even the card with the most pace, and Benzema as a striker isn't either. But you want to have at least 85 pace, good skill moves. You guys know the drill. We've got something set up for that as well in a different video. But the center mids, Modric, Valverde, Wijnaldum. You can see the instructions in here in the background. It makes for a good midfield trio to have at least two players that are more creative than the usual defensive midfielder. So have them to be a box-to-box midfielder with like 4-star weak for 4-star skills. And as quick as possible because pace is important. Fullbacks, you guys know the drill. Pace, defending, physical. The striker needs to be able to be a target man as well. So like I said, the striker is most important here. He needs to be kind of a target man, but he also needs to be able to make individual plays, kind of. So Benzema is maybe not the ideal striker for the situation, but the guy that's recording, Timo, just loves Benzema, so he loves playing with him. I'm sure you guys can make it work with a different striker, or maybe even Karim Benzema as well. But anyway, in the background here, what is most important here is that in this formation with the long ball instruction, like I was showing you here, you're going to have a lot of opportunities with that defensive, that central midfielder, to play these long balls down to the wing. And those cross passes are pretty accurate and effective in FIFA 22. And like you can see here, again, we're just pushed up in the midfield, and Di Maria is actually in a lot of space for this long ball to open up. And that is mainly because we have this free center mids that are pushing upwards as well. And the fullback usually... so the left back would cover our left center mid, and the right back would cover our right center mid, which makes him go a little bit more narrow than usual, and he's going to leave the wing open. But like you can see here, in this formation, you're just going to have these lots of opportunities of midfielders making creative runs, or like creative runs, just making runs into space, allowing you to have a lot of diversity in attack as well. But like you can see here, again, on the radar, the right mid is able to be played. He's kind of covered by Delaney at the bottom right of the screen right now. And the left mid, they're just in space. That's because of this long ball instruction. And like we said at the start of the video in the instructions, we're keeping this formation pretty wide. So the wingers are always available to play into when you're retrieving the ball off your opposition in your own half. So kind of the cons of the formation, it's not really something that is that bad, but is risky. Because like I said, this formation, it's pretty involved around the midfielders and people or like the midfield pushing up into the attack as well, which can allow for easy counter attacks. Like you can see here, we lose the possession with Valverde in here around the opposition's box. He has these two easy opportunities to counter attack, and the two strikers are in a lot of space as well, because we don't have two CDMs, for example, that you would have in a 4-2-3-1 that cover those strikers, at least the passing lanes a little bit. So that makes it sometimes a little bit difficult to control the pace of the game if somebody is pretty good at counter attacking. Like you can see in this example again, it's just there's no midfielders that are like around the box or like on the opposition's half that are covering the strikers, the easy pass for the opposition out of his defense going forward, and that can be a bit of a struggle. And then again, if you're not making use of the wings, it can be difficult at times to go quick into quick transition from defending to attack, because like you can see here, you don't really have passing options and you could be losing the ball very easily. But apart from that, this formation is pretty good. Master it. We had it covered last year as well. It's definitely something that you can start getting used to, especially at these early stages of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the formation and this video. And like I said, just don't forget to subscribe, please. Keep this channel supported. See you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao.